You do not need a lot of time outside to craft meaningful experiences for children, nor do you need to spend a lot of time planning and prepping to create ways for children to learn academic skills. Hello, I am Nicole Trevillis-Fravel. This is Wildwood Teaching, and I am on a mission to convince you that nature-based outdoor teaching is easy. The last week, if you watched the video, I covered easy indoor routines that you can immediately just take outside the same way you're doing it inside, take it outside, do the same thing. Today, I am going to cover 6, I'm going to call them quick hit ideas for learning just about anything outside. These are flexible ideas that you can use without any pre-planning, without any prep, and without purchasing a whole bunch of extra materials because everything that you need is already outside. So, first idea is to send the children on a hunt. Now, you can use this hunt to practice something that you've already been investigating in preschool. So children could hunt for colors, they could hunt for shapes, they could hunt for everything that they can find that begins with a certain sound. Or you could use this hunt to introduce something new. So have the children find as many things as they can of one particular color, and then later bring them inside or keep them outside and introduce vocabulary for all the different shades of green, or search things that children find that have an interesting shape or whatever they find interesting about it, and then you use them later for science investigations or work of art provocation. You can also work to sharpen the senses. So one way to do that is to have children sit in one place and then practice using only one sense at a time. So for example, close your eyes. How many sounds do you hear? Where do you hear the sounds? Can you identify what those sounds are? Or have the children walk the perimeter of whatever area you have, pretending to be sniffing animals, using that sense of smell to identify and differentiate different smells. Another idea is just to make some land art using whatever you can find that is already on the ground. Children can make their own individual pieces of art, or you can do some sort of class collaborative piece together. Um, is it a somewhat cloudy day? Invite the children to lie back and find shapes in the clouds. Maybe you can make up a story about the shapes that you are finding in the clouds. Is it a sunny day? Play with your shadows. Either have the children make their own shadows with their bodies or find plants that are making interesting shapes on the ground. Take that where you want to. Right? You can and contrast relative size. Can children find things that are shorter than they are? Can they find things that are taller than they are? Can they find some objects that are the exact same size that they are? So I think part of the beauty of early childhood education is that you don't need a lot of bells and whistles. You don't need to bring a lot of extra. Everything is new to them. They're finding joy and wonder in the newness that they are finding. So all you need to bring is what is presently there and your curiosity. Now, I hope I've convinced you that you can do a lot with 5 minutes and no prep. But there are times where you are going to want to have sustained attention on something just in order to deepen the learning, right? The more you return to something, the same activity or the longer you engage children in that activity, the deeper their learning can be. And so I am going to invite you to a webinar. I'm actually doing 3 of them. They're all the same. Pick the date, time that works for you. There will be some links above my head and some links below the video. And in this webinar, I am going to introduce a routine that I return to again and again that, yes, you can use as a quick hit, no prep routine. But I'm also going to show you ways to extend it, to deepen the learning. I'm also going to show you ways that you can use that same routine all the way across different areas of your preschool curriculum. You can use it for science, you can use it for math, you can use it for literacy, art. You can also use it as an assessment tool. So I hope you will find a time that works for you and that you can join us for that free webinar. And then I also hope that you will join me here next week for another free episode of Wildwood Teaching. We're going to be talking a little bit about risky play. I will see you there.